It didn't like
See, it was pretty good. It's
not
kind
being
of
restarted from one
history of
to the other, yeah.
1900s up to the present time. And it gets into the history of the country too, and the racism in the South at the time.
There you go.
They didn't have Alabama didn't have.
Yeah, I think we're,
Yeah,
hello? Yeah, we got
until
Mike.
73 or 74. They really delved into that too. It's pretty nice.
I ran out of the house, forgot to put my belt on.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Village of Walton Hills. This is our normal council meeting night, but we also have tonight two special hearings, public hearings. One is for our community development block grant, and the other one is for adopting a resolution for tax budget. For all of the visitors that are and members of council and that are in the chambers tonight, there is a sign-in sheet, and we do welcome everyone that is here to sign. So the first order of business is to call the public hearing for adopting tax budget to order, and we need a roll call.
Councilman Nielsen?
here.
Councilwoman Canzoni?
Here.
Councilwoman Allen?
Here.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Here.
Councilman Whedon?
Present. And so we have one item. It is Resolution 2025-21, a resolution adopting the tax budget of the Village of Walton Hills for the fiscal year of 2026, directing that the same be submitted to the fiscal office of Cuyahoga County and declaring an emergency. We have two attachments. One is the actual resolution, and the second is the tax budget itself. Are there any questions on this pending action from the audience in the chambers or the audience online? Hearing none, this satisfies the requirement of public hearing for this particular item, and we now call for an adjournment from this public hearing.
Council President Pro Tem Whedon,
Mr. Spitznagel?
I'd like to call for an adjournment of the public hearing for the purpose of reading the tax budget resolution 2025-21.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Spitznagel, second by Mr. Nielsen. Are there any questions? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Canzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Okay. Now, our second item is a public hearing for community development block grant. We need to call this meeting to order, and roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Here.
Councilwoman Canzoni?
Here.
Councilwoman Allen?
Here.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Here.
Councilman Whedon?
Present. This particular item, public notice, was posted in the Village of Walton Hills, and it's for the 2026 Cuyahoga County Competitive Municipal Grant Program and 2026 Cuyahoga County Competitive Supplemental Grant Program. The Village of Walton Hills is eligible to apply for a $150,000, or up to $150,000 in federal community block grant funds administered by Cuyahoga County through the Department of Development. These funds may be used in a variety of housing, economic development, and community improvement projects. The Village of Walton Hills is eligible to apply for up to $50,000 in supplemental community development grant funds administered by Cuyahoga County through the Department of Development. These funds may be used for a variety of housing, economic development, and community improvement projects. Residents are invited to attend a public hearing to voice their opinions on local housing and community development needs, or to submit opinions in writing to the address below, which is Village of Walton Hills. The public hearing will be held on Tuesday, June 17th at 7 o'clock p.m. So that is a little more description for the project. The village is proposing to apply for a grant of $150,000, a maximum amount, to perform concrete pavement repairs in the Crick Road and Hannon Parkway industrial parks. By CDBG rule, the industrial area is the only improvement target area in the village, and thus the only area in which the village can spend the money. Now we will open the floor for public comment. Are there any questions or concerns for anyone in the chamber or anyone online? Hearing none, we can move now for adjournment.
Councilman Whedon?
Councilman Spitznagel.
Thank you. I would like to call for adjournment of the Community Development Block Grant Program public hearing.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Spitznagel, second by Councilman Nilsen. We're ready for the roll call.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Now we're going to move into our regular council meeting, and I do want to say after we call the roll this time, I will be asking someone to offer motion to excuse our mayor, Mr. Don Telegraph, who's under the weather tonight. That's why I'm sitting in on his behalf tonight for this council meeting. So we are moving forward with the regular council meeting of Tuesday, June 17, 2025. First order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we will come back and do the roll call. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The agenda also calls for a moment of silence for any residents that may have transitioned since we last met. Moment of silence, please. Roll call.
Councilman Nielsen?
Here.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Here.
Councilwoman Allen?
Here.
Councilman Spitznagel?
Here.
Councilman Whedon?
Present. Okay. We're going to move to item 5.
Well, you're not gonna make the motion to.
You don't make a motion.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Councilman Whedon?
Mr. Spitznagel.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion to excuse the mayor from tonight's meeting. He's under the weather, as you stated.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Spitznagel, second by Mr. Nielsen to excuse our mayor, Don Telegraph, who's under the weather tonight. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Okay. Thank you. And we are also joined tonight by our fiscal officer, Nicole Sell, and our law solicitor, Mr. John Montella. Now we move to item 5, motion to approve regular council meeting minutes for May 20th, 2025, Committee of the Whole minutes for June 3rd and June 10th. All members of council were present for all three of these meetings. What's your pleasure, council?
Councilman Whedon, I make a motion to approve the regular council meeting minutes for May 20th, 2025, and Committee of the Whole meeting minutes for June 3rd and June 10th, 2025.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilwoman Kanzoni. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Item 6, persons having business before council. The floor is open if there are any individuals who have business before council to come forward, please, either in the chambers or online. Hearing none, we will move to item 7, which will be suspended for tonight. That is the mayor's report. The mayor will bring his report at our next meeting. If it's a special, we may have to have a special council meeting soon. He will bring his report at that time. Item 8, council comments. Comments from any members of council? Thank you. Item 9, old and new business. Is there any old or new business to be brought to the floor?
Councilman Whedon?
Yes, sir.
We just concluded prior to this meeting, we started at 6 o'clock p.m. Tonight, our information committee meeting with the full committee, Councilman Nielsen, Councilwoman Kanzoni, and myself, and we discussed the village directory moving forward, and we discussed the community clubs information that we received from some of the community clubs to revise that information on the website and in the directory, and also on in the welcome packet that we supply to new residents. We're waiting on pricing quotes from PostNet, and then we will have, once we get that, we'll have further discussions on possible ad prices and things like that from local businesses that want to have advertising in the directory. And that's about it.
Thank you, Councilman Nelson. I'm sorry, Councilman Spitznagel.
Kwiatkowski.
Just one quick question on that, and with it being June, preparing for summer, is this a 2027 publication?
2026.
Publication.
Yeah, even if we didn't have a summer break, it would be a 2026 program by the time, because we have to canvass the area for advertisements and things like that. We have to. Another thing we talked about, which was brought up by Councilwoman Allen, you possibly using our phone tree system, the Ready Notify system. I did speak with the chief, and he recommends highly against that. One thing that was surprising to me was we only have about half the residents that even signed up for the Ready Notify. And he did explain to me that on social media we had a water break not too long ago, and a few people were disturbed that they were called by Ready Notify and bothered because that water break wasn't on their street, and why is Walton Hills bothering me? So he suggests we don't bother people with a phone call such as that. So we did talk about putting the sign-up sheet for that in the OWL and in the Journal. And also we had talked about, which we want to get with the OWL and talk about the the possibility of having that sign-up sheet as an insert rather than a page in the book. It may, and we wanted to get the OWL's advice on this, it may be, more, people will see it more readily if it's just one insert, as opposed to being an actual page in there and skipping over it or whatever. We don't know. We thought we'd talk to the OWL about that concept, and that's about it.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilman Spitznagel. Any other old or new business?
Councilman Whedon, if I could, I would just like to say I had a resident who was extremely irate because they did not get a phone call when a water line was shut down. They were in the
Really?
middle of doing laundry and the dishwasher was going and they were furious. So,
It's all kinds,
They might not
yeah.
have signed up for the program.
no,
Maybe
they,
they're
yeah,
on the
Wow.
list.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
they weren't given any notice, so
Wow.
you can't make everybody
No.
happy.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Any other old or new business? Okay. We're going to move on to item 10, which is legislation. We have a number of resolutions tonight, as well as a couple of ordinances to take action on tonight. Well, one ordinance will be one resolution will be first read, and then everything else would be for suspension. So what is council's pleasure? Do we want to just go through the list? And since we have discussed all of these items at the last two committee of the whole, just want to go item by item and work through the list?
Sure.
Okay.
Councilman Whedon, I would like to introduce for suspension resolution number 2025-21, a resolution adopting the tax budget of the Village of Walton Hills, Ohio for the fiscal year of 2026, directing that of the same be submitted to the fiscal office of Cuyahoga County and declaring an emergency.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilman Spitznagel for the suspension. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon, I'd like to ask for adoption of resolution 2025-21.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by, motion by Ms. Allen, second by Mr. Spitznagel. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Our next item is resolution 2025-22.
Councilman Whedon,
Councilwoman Kanzoni.
I'd like to introduce for suspension resolution number 2025-22, a resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor and declaring an emergency.
Second?
Motion by Councilwoman Kanzoni, second by Fred Nielsen. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon, I'd like to ask for adoption of resolution 2025-22.
Is there a second?
Second?
Motion by Councilwoman Kanzoni, second by Councilman Nielsen for the adoption of resolution 2025-22. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Our next item on the agenda is resolution number 2025-23.
Councilman Whedon,
Councilman Nielsen.
I'd like to introduce for suspension a resolution number 2025-23, a resolution requesting the county auditor to advance taxes from the proceeds of the tax levies from the year 2025 collected in 2026 in pursuant to section number 321.34 of the revised code of the state of Ohio and declaring an emergency.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Nielsen, second by Councilwoman Kanzoni. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes?
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to ask for adoption of resolution number 2025-23.
Second.
Motion to adopt by Councilman Nielsen, second by Councilwoman Kanzoni. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes?
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Next item on the agenda is resolution number 2025-24.
Councilman Whedon.
Councilwoman Allen.
I would like to introduce for suspension Resolution Number 2025-24, a resolution authorizing the mayor and the fiscal officer of the Village of Walton Hills to enter into a contract with Specialized Construction Incorporated for the 2025 asphalt maintenance program and declaring an emergency.
Second?
Resolution number 2025-24, introduced for suspension by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilman Nielsen. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes?
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon, I'd like to ask for adoption of Resolution 2025-24.
Second?
Motion for adoption of 2025-24 by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilman Nielsen. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes?
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Our next item on the agenda is resolution number 2025-25.
Councilman Whedon, I'd like to introduce for suspension Resolution Number 2025-25, a resolution authorizing the mayor to apply to the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District for a potential grant for the funding of capital infrastructure improvement projects in the Village of Walton Hills and declaring an emergency.
Second?
Motion to suspend, for suspension by Councilwoman Kanzoni, second by Councilman Nielsen. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes?
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon, I'd like to ask for adoption for Resolution Number 2025-25.
Second?
Motion to adopt resolution -2025-25. Motion by Councilwoman Kanzoni, second by Councilman Nielsen. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes?
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Next item is needs to be introduced for first read. This is resolution number 2025-26.
Councilman Whedon, I would like to introduce Resolution Number 2025-26 for the first reading, a resolution authorizing the fiscal officer to make declarations of official intent pursuant to and in accordance with Treasury Regulations, Section 1.150, and approving related matters and declaring an emergency.
Second?
This item, resolution 2025-26, introduced for first read by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilman Nielsen. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes?
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman
You don't
Whedon?
have to vote.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon, since it was technically first reading, we didn't have to vote.
We do it in Bedford, it's okay either way.
It doesn't, I mean, it's
Follow
not
the
gonna,
Yeah, it
lawyer.
doesn't matter either way.
yeah.
Follow the legal advice.
Mr. Whedon, I do have a question on
Yes.
this. The verbiage in here was changed. I know you brought up last meeting a question regarding resolution or ordinance, and I see that it was changed to a resolution. So, as far as I'm concerned, all of the verbiage is put forth by the attorneys, and it's good for me. I would vote on it tonight under suspension if that was called for, but we already read it for first read.
Yeah, we put it in for first read, there's special council meeting, I'm sure it'll come back, and we will move it, relatively quickly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Item number 2025-7, well, I'm sorry, not item number, ordinance number 2025-7. You would like to introduce that for suspension?
Mr. Councilman Whedon?
Mr. Spitznagle.
I would like to introduce for suspension ordinance 2025-7, an ordinance authorizing and directing the fiscal officer to certify delinquent property maintenance charges, trash collection assessments, and culvert repair assessment to the county auditor for collection and declaring an emergency.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Spitznagle, second by Mr. Nielsen for the suspension of ordinance number 2025-7. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Councilman Spitznagle.
I would like to ask for adoption of ordinance 2025-7.
Second.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 2025-7 by Mr. Spitznagle, second by Nielsen. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Present.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. And our final item for piece of legislation tonight is ordinance number 2025-8.
Councilman Whedon, I would like to introduce for suspension ordinance 2025-8, an ordinance amending the ordinance passed for the 2025 budget, making additional appropriations for the current expenditures of the Village of Walton Hills, Ohio during the year 2025 and declaring an emergency.
Second.
Motion to suspend the three reading rule by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilwoman Ganzoni. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon, I'd like to ask for adoption of ordinance 2025-8.
Second.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 2025-8 by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilwoman Kanzoni. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Okay. All right. There we go. There should be item 11. We are down to item 11, which typically for those viewers and those in the audience, council will recess for the months of July and August. However, should there be any pertinent business that needs to be handled, which often does happen, we will fulfill our requirements and come back and convene a special council meeting in order for that to happen. So tonight, we are looking for a motion for council to recess for July and August 2025 unless a special council meeting is required.
Councilman Whedon, I'd like to make a motion for council to recess for July and August this year, 2025, unless a special council meeting is required.
Second.
There's a motion by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilman Spitznagle for our council to recess for July and August 2025 unless a special council meeting is required. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. Okay. We are down to other business. Floor is open, members of council, other business. One item of business,
No, go ahead.
okay. Just one item, certainly want to wish everyone a happy Juneteenth observance this Thursday. June 19, of course, village offices will be closed. It's a federal holiday. Locally, we just want to share that there is a Juneteenth Freedom Run and Walk in the city of Bedford on Juneteenth morning. Kicks off at 7:45 a.m. at the Bedford High School. Registration is still available, still open until tomorrow. And then when the runners or walkers, it's a 5K and a 1K, 5K and a 1 mile, I'm sorry. When those runners and walkers are making their way back into the Bedford High School Stadium, they will be joined by a musical concert by Hub's Groove. That's a morning invitation, 9 a.m. to 11, Hub's Groove. So if you're an early bird and you like good jazz and whatnot, Bedford High School Stadium, Thursday, June 19th, Juneteenth celebration. Any others today? Any other?
Councilman Whedon, just a reminder, it's just a few weeks away, the 4th of July, the parade that we have in Bedford, from Bedford Heights down to Bedford, will be involved in that. And afterwards, I believe that the lake is open to everyone, all the residents, so to go on down and enjoy the lake for the day.
Thank you very much. Any others? Anything online?
No.
Okay. Hearing none, the floor is open for a motion for adjournment.
Councilman Whedon, I'd like to make a motion for adjournment.
Second.
There's a delay. I thought nobody wanted to go.
I don't want to go home yet.
Having fun? Motion by Councilwoman Allen, second by Councilman Spitznagel for adjournment. Roll call, please.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kanzoni?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel?
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes. This meeting is adjourned at 7:34 p.m. Mayor Colograph did well.